Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers, sisters, viewers, friends of Ikra TV. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk. I'm really glad to be back into your homes and trying to share with you information, knowledge about issues that affect our communities, sometimes on a day-to-day basis, as I say, every week. And every week I try and bring to you some issues of maybe interest, concern. Over the last few weeks we've been doing some work around, my programs have been around independent elections, but in the last 2 weeks we talked about the very unfortunate, damaging riots that have taken place, targeting particularly Muslim communities and Muslim institutions as well. And we talked about that very profoundly last week with my colleague Ishtiaq Ahmed. Unfortunately, some of those situations have calmed down, and we are seeing some real police action taking place, arresting those who have been actively engaged in sowing the seeds of hate and targeting Muslim communities and asylum seekers and refugees. Today, I want to talk to you about water safety. As we have seen in the past week, a young man from Burnley who was studying in a Darul Uloom in Bradford, at the end of the term, the whole group went to the Lake District. There's different stories about how he got into the water. One was that he was making wuzu and somebody else had fallen into the water and he tried to rescue that person. And the other story was that while he was making wuzu, his foot slipped and he went into the water and then sort of went under and unfortunately lost his life. May Allah bless him and his family, may give them sabr at this very difficult and challenging times. I think he was only 16 to 17 years old. He studied in Darul Uloom in Bradford, the madrasa here, and I know that it was a tragedy not just for the family as well, but also the people from Darul Uloom as well. And we have seen consistently over the last few years, and I know I do this program at the beginning of the summer. We have seen even today, for example, if you look at the news, a young 2-year-old boy, we're not sure the ethnicity or the faith of that child, was lost in the water in a calendar yesterday, and the child was rescued, taken to hospital. Unfortunately, that child has lost his life. And we also heard about a man who was also found in the water, and he has passed away as well. So water safety is a massive issue that affects all communities, but particularly our community, because we have this issue about swimming or non-swimming. And as local authorities, swimming baths and schools are rowing back, if you forgive the pun, from taking kids to school and swimming lessons, this has become a major issue for all of us. The second part of this discussion is about the countryside. We have some amazingly beautiful countryside in our country. We have the most beautiful sites around the Yorkshire Dales, the Lake District, the West Country, etc. And also in the east of the United Kingdom, in Kent and Great Yarmouth, etc. And lots of people go out to these places to try and enjoy the summer tourist areas, both on the beach, on the seaside, as well as the countryside as well. And what we need to be doing to try and see how we keep ourselves safe. We're going to be going to a short break, but before we do that, can I also thank all those people who helped in the Muslims for MRI campaign. As you know, we started this campaign at the beginning of Ramadan. We set a target of £150,000. We have reached virtually £150,000, but we're now running into the second part of the campaign, where we are now asking every child in the madrasas in the Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Wakefield area to try and Heckmanwijk, by the way, as well, to try and bring £1. But nationally and internationally, people have been contributing to it. So I really wanted to pay tribute to everyone. As I said, last week we presented a cheque of £100,000 to the hospital. We had members of the Muslim community there. And if you look at social media, lots of people are putting some very positive comments about the Muslim contribution to this MRI appeal. The MRI appeal is for a brand new MRI machine at Pinterfields Hospital in Wakefield, and how that's going to benefit over 100,000 people every year get better treatment. So anybody and everybody who's contributed, according to Mufti Sahib and Imams, everyone who benefits from that MRI machine will have Sadaqah Jariyah in their name for years and years to come. So thank you everyone. Thank you for supporting us. I'll be coming back, and my guest today is Mohammed Dalij, who's been on this program many times before, talking about safety, not only just in water, but how to enjoy the countryside. We're going for a short break. Inshallah, don't go away. I'll be with you soon. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.